I'm checking it here, checking this and make sure everything out. Testing.
That you have to go and breathe.
All right, so testing.
I'm checking it here, checking this and make sure everything out. Testing. That you have to go and breathe.
All right. All right, everything on here. So, all right. So, first and foremost, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai, right? We say Bahashem, Raka, Kodash, right? We say the apostles and elders of great most know well. And we say salutations. So, they are came out to the pushing the wooden security day in and day out. Constantly in season, out of season, pushing us wooden out fervent. And the two daily, we say Shalom, right? Right, and once again, we're going into these we're going into the scriptures here, and there's just an article I was reading today that I saw today, and it's actually an old article, but it was actually spread more. Um, it actually came back up today, right? So it was actually put up 2018, but it was updated this year here, this May, right? And the state doctors raise alarm about ancient HTLV1 virus. Prevalence is of the charts, right? Prevalence of the charts, of the charts, right? So, and when I go into when I go into it, there was actually um, calling the disease the the cousin to HIV, right? It was a cousin to the HIV that was calling the disease. Now, something else that when I read it, what come to my mind was the plagues, the diseases the Lord going to send upon the land, and the kind of diseases the Lord going to put on this place, that is why at the moment you're hearing all kind of different diseases, different things, and the Lord have also been some of the things, because the end of the day, the Lord called what? The Lord called Esau his sword, right? So even though some might be man-made and so on, the Lord still is the person that doing it, right? And he's sending it. And he mentioned that plagues and pestilence shall come into your household. The shop in Proverbs, and we will go into that scripture, further as well. And I would like to start with Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. On Second Ezra is in the book of the Apocrypha, right? So going into the second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1, we see, behold, speak thou in the ears of the people the words of prophecy, which I have put in thy mouth, said the Lord, right? And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And this add to this, that they say, behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, and that is we're supposed to be speaking. At the time we end, it's the time of prophecy. We see things happening on a quicker scale. We see as this article bring out, diseases. We see it all around the world. We hear about new cancer, new stuff, new strains of cancer, stuff like Ebola, different strains of other diseases. Things that they never heard years before. Which also shall do what? Spark expectation for that thing can be the end, right? No, because when I go into this, it's a CNN. No, this is a CNN article, right? It's an ancient virus infecting residents across Australia's Northern Territory is leaving death and despair in its path, and doctors are now calling for greater efforts to stop and spread of infections. Right? It's a say the rate of human T-cell leukemia virus type 1 or HTLV1 infection are exceeding 40% among adults in remote regions in Central Australia with indigenous communities. Now, we know the indigenous is who? We will call the Israelites, with the natives, right? It's with indigenous communities being the hardest hit, especially in the town of Alice Springs, right? Now, you can see that the disease spreading amongst the Israelites, and soon this will be spreading amongst the world. It might even be the same disease, but you'll hear of a greater scale of other diseases, things that might rotten you from the inside out within a half an hour time, and bring on that scripture. to add to what I was saying, this is the same second Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. It say, for all on no, Sirach, it say, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. It said the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Right? So the Lord will bring plagues or plagues upon this place. It said the sword, right? Talking about hey, because only one thing I saw this do, and I said, kill, right? They say famine, they said death and destruction. No? And these are things that the Lord proclaimed that will be coming onto us, things that will be happening in the end. As the end, what we see in is like World War III. We seeing how other places have what heavy farming, like for example, like Venezuela, right?
Can.
We seen what going on in Venezuela, where they fleeing from the country because there's no food, no water. They're drinking water from shit drains. And this kind of thing that the Lord proclaimed that would be happening on the earth, right? If anybody has anything to say, you could go ahead.
Um, our piece of here. These Revelation 6,
Yeah.
right? Revelation 6, verse 7. He say, and when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast saying, come and see. Right? And I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. So yeah, as brother saying, all these things come to pass. He says, speak the words of prophecy, and it don't only make it don't set in motion right now. You understand everything that's happening now, and it's at a speed up now. You
Yeah.
know, before it was the before there was more. Everybody was relaxed. Everybody just relaxed and in their own place, and nobody has time. But everybody see that here, well, it's like a plague. When it started in one country, they keep moving and moving and moving.
That's
You
right.
know, so that's prophecy that's playing out right now.
Yeah. And if you just read over the first piece in that scripture for man.
7.
Yeah.
And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see. That
Go ahead. Read the next. Go ahead. Keep on going.
verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death,
Mm-hmm.
and hell followed with him,
Yeah.
and power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth
Yeah.
to
So
kill with
Paul
the
was given.
sword. Sir.
Yeah. So Paul was given unto him to do what? To kill, to destroy.
Can.
Understand? To kill and destroy. Right. So that was like what I was saying before. The Lord has given them the authority to do that,
Can.
to do these things. To bring forth
Can.
these things. You understand? That why plenty people are say, conspiracy, and you're falling into to that and whatever it is. Yeah. So whatever it is, what if so
Sure.
it is what it is, because at the end of the day, it wouldn't be conspiracy to us because we know that, hey, or we wouldn't call it conspiracy because we know what the Lord already set
Set
set forth to do and make and set them to do, to
can.
do these things, to bring forth these plagues, right?
Mm-hmm.
That like I was talking to a nurse today, and she was I put up the same article, right, as my WhatsApp status, and she was like, and she said wow, she said, she tell when I was things I know, but at the moment I know, just going with the flow. She was like, you know that they killed the man that the secure is, and what I told her was this. I say that I told she when I only but if I know something, it's like an eye feedback.
No,
All right. Yeah, so what I told she was, I say at the end of the day, it have a cure for these diseases, right? But at the end of the day, for the pharmacy, it makes more for the pharmaceutical industry,
Mm-hmm.
it makes more money for them
can.
to actually see about it than to cure it, you know, because curing the disease is not bringing back the person back to is not bringing the person back to your company to what to pay more money. So why cure the disease when they can make triple the amount, double, 10 the amount of money, right? Than curing it. And that
Can.
just to show you, the power the Lord give them. That is why this kingdom is their own, because they could do whatever they want to do with it at the moment, right?
God.
I'm just bring that scripture here, right?
If I can say quick,
Yeah,
remember
you good.
it had an article that was talking about in the past where Esau used to actually dump syphilis over certain areas that were populated by Jake. You understand? Experiments on them and so forth.
Yeah, like syphilis was actually tested on the natives and the Negroes.
God.
That the first when it no come out, they started testing it on them, and I believe it was pox too. There was the pox, they was giving
I
them
think
it,
so.
right? They was testing it on them. That way, that and that was proven. That was proven. Doctors used to inject them with it, right?
And
This is
even when you look
Job
at
9.
right, I got
Right, let me bring this up here. This is Job 9, verse 24. It said, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not,
God.
where and who is he? That is why when we talk about the things of like they will be creating and doing the same, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The Lord give them that. As the priest of the
God.
brother that bring up before the revelation. And the Lord give them that power to do that. You know?
Can. Can.
Where they are.
Yeah, if I could say also, you see, like, how, for example, majority of the time you see like big outbreaks, by pestilence and so forth, no, plagues and so forth. You don't ever see it breaking out in top high society ESO jurisdictions. You always see it in poor poverty areas. You understand? Like they just go down in where it's called Africa, and that is where things like Ebola start off from, or like in areas where jiggy populated. That is where they see most of these outbreaks has happen. You
Come,
understand? And that is not coincidence. They just be
Hmm.
actually doing that to them.
Have a precept for you.
go ahead.
This Micah 2:1. Say, woe unto them that devise iniquity
Okay.
and work evil upon their beds.
Come.
When morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you gotta break it down.
Yeah. So you see, the devising iniquity now, boy, is like the planet. They work it evil upon their beds, yet they might be sleeping, But you know what? They just take any time, that's the thing. Right? And the call any shots. They have in the power of the hand to call the shot, you know? And
Come.
well, you see when it's morning, when it is light, they say when the morning is light, they practice it. So as they were saying earlier on, they tested the experiment on these jakes. You understand? They experiment on them. They say because it is in the power of their hand. You understand? They could do
Come.
it. Because they're not going to get questioned. Like if we do something, with 2 3 people, we have 2 3 people that are like, hey, they'll question that, but there are 1,000 us round up. They won't question that. You know what? Hey, these are big company. All right, yeah, let them go through. They won't question that. They have them actually have privacy. Them have privacy. Not anybody entering
Come.
or butting in or investigating. You know?
Our piece of thing already. Because if I could say, you'll see, I see an article some time ago where it was showing that Bill Gates, he was leading a experiment in what is called Africa today, to actually stop the people, or like to cut down the ability to reproduce. You
Hmm.
understand? And imagine they just be going into that region and saying that they're helping the people for years upon years, but these people still hungry. You understand? Certain areas still undeveloped. They still have problems, but they doesn't be going there to actually help them. They just are guys. You understand? To run experiments on them. How people
Can,
put it.
can.
They say there's the Proverbs 4 verse 15. They say, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. You understand? But that's as brothers say, this was given into their hands to actually afflict us and to afflict the world until the end. Because the Lord not going and come. The Lord don't have a he don't have a chemist lab where he just go and do these things. You understand? He has used Esau to do these things for him. You understand? Because these things must come to pass.
Can.
Have well, him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just as you were saying before, no, this is the article here for anyone that doubts it, right? No, this is from the time.com. It say as the fight over reforms to African, I mean, as the fight over reforms to the American healthcare system continues, this week, Tuesday marks the 45th anniversary of a grim milestone in the history of healthcare in the US. It say on July the 25th, 1972, the public learned that over the course of the previous 40 years, a government medical experiment conducted in um, Tus, Tuskegee, right, Alabama, and I believe it's that I pronounced it correct, but I could be wrong. It's an area had allowed hundreds of African American men with syphilis to go untreated. So the scientists still studying the effects of the disease. Now, if you go into Alabama, history, Alabama is a heavy racist state. You know, we know what America is so heavily into the haters, but Alabama, you know, there's certain states that when you go back into the history, it heavier than some now. Alabama was like one, right?
And
Even unto this day, they have you. I say of about 600 Alabama black men who originally took part in the study, 200 or so were allowed to suffer the disease and
Yeah,
its side
hold on,
effects.
Snack. Hold on there. Somebody
Yeah,
breathe real strong and serious.
come
yeah,
on, you
so
are?
yeah, one
Like
of
somebody
breathe.
breathe real strong.
Somebody breathe
Yeah,
strong.
I ain't it so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Salak, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, try it now.
yeah. It say of about 600 Alabama black men who originally took part in the study. 200 no, they didn't took part. I believe they were fooled, right? Let's say two, or they didn't have no choice or something like that. When they go like deep into it, they didn't have no choice. They didn't took part. There was no choice, right? They said 200 or so were allowed to suffer the disease and its side effects without treatment. You understand? So they get them the disease and they didn't see about them. You know, you see, even after penicillin was discovered as cure for syphilis, the Associated Press reported breaking the story. U.S. public health service officials contend that survivors of the experiment are now too old to treat for syphilis, but add that the PHS doctors are giving the men um, thorough physical examinations every 2 years and are treating them for whatever other ailments and diseases they have developed. So while they test them for syphilis, they were jigs up that were getting like other diseases, you know, they'll
And
gain other things because of these testings, you know. And
and
and the thing
if
about
I
this
could
is
say,
this.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead. No, you go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, my mine's will come after. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Now I was going to say the fuck up thing about it is, pardon my French as I say, with syphilis is something that has come in three stages, And stage three in syphilis, if you ever research it, it's real terrible. It's real terrible. And I think when it reached
Yeah,
to that stage, it incurable. I think like when it gone too
yeah,
far. You understand?
can.
It's get warts on your palms and all kind of thing.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
It's
it's
terrible.
say it's say it's say by the time the bombshell report came out, 7 men involved have died of syphilis and more than 150 of heart failure that may or may not have been linked to syphilis. So no, if you're doing experiments on people, obviously your heart being one of the main organs you have, obviously will fail because we don't know how much testing they did back then on them and how much other diseases that they push on them. So obviously the heart itself must be went through so much of things will like give up. It says 74% participants were still alive. Now let's imagine 74, right? Out of 600, it's a 74 participants were still alive, but the government health officials who started the study had already retired. And because of the study's length and the way treatment options had evolved in the intervening years, it was hard to pin the blame on an individual, though easy to see it was wrong. And at the end of the day, Esau not going and charge any of the doctors because they did what they had was to do
Can
was to see what the disease could do and to spread it. You understand? And they keep whatever cure they have for themselves and not to raise the money for it. So they did what they had us to do. Now coming back. Now that is just a little piece of information that I wanted to share. You know. So coming back into this year, coming back into the cousin of the HIV. You know, this is the things that going on. These are things we're gonna see greater diseases of a greater scale, you know, greater than syphilis, greater than HIV,
Can.
may some may way worse than cancer, you know. And I have a scripture here. Let's say this is Second Chronicles chapter 14, I'll start from verse 14. It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. You know, so the evils we see now, you can imagine for the things to come in the days to come. We're going to see worse, you know, greater diseases, greater famines, you know, greater deaths by the war. Because think that's picture in World War III, you can picture where it is going and come, you know. Um let's say for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. You know, so as I say, you know, the things that are going to happen is evils. You know, plenty evils going to happen. If the scripture telling here, if the scripture telling shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein, it didn't say nothing good. You know, it didn't say nothing. It didn't say nothing like something nice. It said greater evils. So when you see things like these articles and you see other stuff happening, they already know that the time units at the end. That way it say when you go back to 15, it say haste thee to flee from these times. Because the times that going to come, it's gonna be critical, right? It's gonna be heavy. Right?
When they finish our precept already.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, so the second is just 16. I'll start from 16, right? It said, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards. It said, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Right? It said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because
Yeah.
he actually went.
And that's before you go, the most important plague is what? The the nukes, the ICBMs,
Can.
right? They say it shall be shot and it shall not be turned back. When them things shoot it and not turning back, it's going to hit
Can.
where it's going to hit. You understand? That's the main plague.
If you watch Jack, he actually had visions of this destruction, and he was like, who going and help me in them times? You understand? First was destructive. Say the verse 18, it said the beginning of sorrows and great mourning. It said the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of war, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. It said, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Right? Last verse said, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as a scourge for amendment. You understand? So these things are actually sent, not sent by any random person. These things are sent by the Most High to actually take part in destroying this world. You understand? So they go ahead.
These Isaiah 45:7, right? What you boy? Isaiah 45:7. See, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I Yahweh do all these things. So just like what you're saying there, you know what? Hey, this will come in. You know, it come in, and I won't be able to get away from it. You understand?
Done.
I won't be able to get away.
That's right.
And who doing it? Who will be able to deliver? Uh, you understand? Nobody, because you know what? The Lord coming to you out.
That's right.
You understand?
Like you know, priest about say that. Our priest about say it said that none that could deliver thee out of my hands.
I
That
hear
one
that.
know, that one know, I'm getting.
I was
No, no, no,
just to pray that
Richard.
the spirit. I had a precept I was holding for the whole week, for about 2 weeks,
Haven't they?
and I was just reading. I was just reading. I was saving it just to do a topic on it now, right? And that's a straight to the spirit. It come out. This is Romans 9 verse 19. It said, thou will say then unto me, why do it he yet find fault? For who had resisted his will? He said, nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against God? Shall the thing that formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Now this go back to verse 9 and say, for who had resisted his will? And even Yahweh said, well, let thy will be done. And if this is the
Can,
things that the Lord proclaimed that will happen, that is his will. So these things
can,
will happen.
And
You can't resist that. The thing we formed. He formed us. We can't tell him we can't change that. We can't change the things that he already predestined to happen. You know? Can't resist
100%.
that.
Yes, I
You can
can.
resist you can't even resist the nukes that Esau going to send out. All the
can,
protests you are protesting daily, about world peace and things, it's not going to have that peace.
Hmm.
When the peace is going to have is when Israel come back in power,
can,
right?
Hmm.
And don't
And
feel the syphilis thing we was not reading that Esau did on Jake. They say no one was charged for it. But you know what? Yes, they are accountable for what they did, and they're going and serve. They're going and pay for it in 1,000 years,
and
can.
right? Go ahead.
um, remember this precept here. Isaiah 43 verse 13. After I read this spirit, I was already gone look for that precept I'm looking for who
Talking
can
about the
deliver?
deliver out your hands. I think that
Yeah,
Deuteronomy 32,
that is
39.
it. Isaiah 43:13. He say, hey, before the day was, I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand.
Can,
I will work, and who shall let it? You know, none can deliver out of his hand. That why he say when he started the first scripture, he started was with, you know, the precept back where say the prophecy now trying to roughly paraphrase the first precept start off with.
wait,
That is second
read
Ezra
it.
15.
Yeah, second Ezra 15, where he say, speak down in the ears of my people the words of
Can,
prophecy. You understand? So hey, who it done recorded to happen. You understand? Who could stop it? Who could deliver it? Who could?
can,
You understand? We just here acting a robot, they feel they walk around thinking they have choice. And that hey, I
mhm,
really foolishness.
can,
You understand? That really foolishness is if them don't see something like as brother said the farming, right, with Venezuela. So them wasn't seeing that coming. Them cannot try to stop the save themselves. It's like no matter what you do, because they're gonna say the hand say Mario had how much gold in England, in the Bank of England, and what happened? He say, well, all right, I'm gonna stick out that one this time. But no matter what you do, is the Lord will.
That's
And
right.
that is the portion. That is the portion. You
can.
know?
Can
It's like
Yeah,
trying to
go
find a
ahead.
man who could just read minds.
can.
Yeah.
Going into the scripture here. This is second Ezra chapter 15 verse 10. It say, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. It say, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So it was
Can,
said, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So we already know the old Egypt was what? The old Egypt was they were already stricken with plagues. But it say and smite Egypt with plagues. So this talking about what? What we will call in modern day Egypt, which is what?
Mm.
America, right? It say, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. It say, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague, and punishment the God shall bring upon it. Which was already said, the main plague is the main destruction we already know is the ICBMs,
And
But the Lord also say, and will he say, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So like before when the Lord was smiting like ancient Egypt, right? With Moses, he was giving them what? Different plagues, boils, locusts, um,
the
the,
frogs,
the frogs, the hail, um, on the we are with the
darkness,
darkness, yeah,
and that
understand?
and
firstborn king, murder, death.
get murdered. That when the spirit pass across Egypt, So
Mm.
you see the difference. You see the differences in the plagues, you know. And it's the same way now. The same way coming soon. The Lord is going to do a strike Egypt again with the plagues again. Not. I'm not talking about Egypt, but what we just say Babylon, America, Egypt.
Can.
Chaldeans, yeah, can.
You understand? So he coming back, and you're going to see
Mm.
that again. The Lord is going to strike them with different plagues until eventually the main plague on Passover, which is to kill and destroy. When I say kill and destroy, we talking about the end.
Can.
When them
Can.
bombs drop, you understand?
Can.
When them bombs drop,
And then the cleanup crew come in.
and then the cleanup crew come in, you know, and then they will be seeing the
Can.
chariots because I was reading an article about 4 days back or 3 days back where the government already said that the UFOs are real, that they exist, you know. They come out and say that it exists. So they have no doubt or thing. They come out and say it exists, and there are plenty, and they are what did it say in the article that there were plenty surrounding us.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
there are
Leave me
plenty
alone.
surrounding us. And that we say Kalala Yoba Shemi Oshai, because as the
Can.
Lord surrounded this place, the Lord say what? It's hundreds and thousands of his chariot.
Chariot clouds, yeah.
Yeah, you know. So
Can.
that great things to hear, right? Like
Can.
great things to hear, right? So good. Have our next scripture here. If all anything else, or bring it out.
Mhm.
Let's now go with yours first.
I want you to. Yeah, and if you yeah, the second is just 15, 16.
Nah, I wasn't gonna bring out that one.
All
I
right,
wasn't gonna
can.
bring out that.
All right.
I was going to second just 15 verse. I want to go into 27. It says, for now are the plagues come upon the earth, and ye shall remain in them. So it is, and that's a straight that actually also cuts the Christian doctrine where they mention the rapture, talking
Yeah.
about the rapture is
We
before,
deliver out
yeah, before the torment come, you be delivered. But the
before
scripture,
tribulation, yeah.
yeah, before tribulation. But this is different. It says, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For God
Hmm.
shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against the Lord. And that's why when you also in the streets, we say, well, we tell the people to repent,
Can.
to
Can.
turn back to the Lord. You understand? But we know that it is the elect go repent, right?
Hmm.
But in the
Hmm.
day, them that continue in wickedness, you know what? They're gonna be caught up, and we can't do nothing for that. That is their portion. And the scripture
Hmm.
said, some was made for honor, and some was for dishonor, some for the sword, some for the famine, right?
And for the missiles,
Some for the missiles, right?
our precept here
Yeah.
is First Timothy 4:16. That is take heed unto thyself, because you say, you trying to we warning them at least to come. But according to Ezra, he said, we tell them teach to the wise of the people, who will listen and take heed, right? He say, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So what you're saying, the elect going to be shown mercy,
Can.
right? Father's well, the elect going to be shown mercy. And they who bend the heart and the stiff necked, we own people, they got to go. Some was made for the sword, some for farming,
Mm.
everybody had your appointed death. You understand? And that is mercy and that is love and the most high still. Them will look at it as an evil thing. You're like, death boy, are you proclaiming death on me, boy? Or them mad? Or they come to tell you death boy?
Can.
But I to purge you from all the wickedness.
Done.
I to purge you from all the wickedness. You know? We will tell
Ah,
them this people are coming back, but you know what? Hey, that's a good thing. That is a good thing to cleanse you. Because what Paul was saying also, hey, it's not me that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. You understand? So that's made to continue to do that wickedness. That have to get purged. Have to have a purge.
Now they only say
So,
this go. They shall be purified with fire and water.
yeah. You should purify that fire and water. Can.
yeah. That's serious thing, right? Shit.
Was the precept that mentioned before the bar that I told you that I will not bring out? That was what, second of 15, 16, you say?
Yeah, 15, 16.
All right, now, all right. That's what making sure. All right. About next precept here,
Can.
because same with I said, if you actually read through the whole of second of 15, you go see like a great in depth, a great things that things to come, things that go and happen, we just at the moment we just go in precept upon precept line upon line, and we just taking
Ah,
out.
nice one, Slakia.
It's it's second Ezra chapter 15 verse 49. It's a I will start for now, yeah, 49. I'll go straight to the point. They say I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty. No, that's the mention, right?
Mm-hmm.
It say I will send plagues upon thee. And he mentioned in here now what the plagues is, right? It's a widowhood, poverty,
Can.
famine, he says sword, and pestilence. When you look at pestilence, it go into like diseases and so on. It said to waste thy houses with destruction and death, and the Lord is going to send that upon us. You know, so it have no way we could say like peace is going to come when we know these things is going to hit us. It gonna touch we household. You know, that is why you had to be one. That is why you go back to the second Corinthians 14. It's a put away that weak nature. You know,
Can.
and show thyself a
Kind
man because the things to come is going to be you will have to be in a kind of hardcore mindset. You know, reading over it says I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Right? So you can
kind.
see the things that are going to take place. So when you go into these articles, say talking about you know um H1 HTLV1 virus, it's off the charts, in Australia and around the world. You could see it. This is just a start. This is the beginning. You know, you're going to see it hit things on it worldwide. Things going it worldwide. Things we seen in Venezuela. Things we seen like in other countries. It's going to hit worldwide.
If you look at that, remember Australia is one of them countries that high in the microchipping right now.
Australia. They soon. As the brother say, they're high in it, body chips and so on. Sweden, and these other countries being
Sweden
the
is the highest.
highest. Australia right behind. Just to add, in Australia, the elites they send certain things to be tested in Australia first. It's because like that island off charts, you don't really hear much, but you hear certain things happen in Australia, right? If anybody else has something to bring out,
Yeah.
and I
Well,
one other precept, and we'll close up after.
all right.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, you go ahead.
These second is just 9, right? Say 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High speak of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, right? So like I'll start from 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, right? Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High speak of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Can.
You know, that end upon us now, right? I jump down to verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. So the precept we bring up earlier on that when he said they go dwell in it. You understand? It's not gonna have no rapture for no get away. You think gonna have that?
Can.
You understand? They will dwell in torments. Right? He say, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. You understand? And verse 12, I jump to verse 12 now. He say, the same must know it after death by pain. So here is destruction coming here. Is destruction on the way. But you know how Yara said? I said love. You understand? The
Yeah,
scripture say love and peace and pray for the nation. But and them is the same Christians who read and preach it out of the Bible. But the Bible not saying that. Where is the Messiah coming? What coming with the Messiah? What he coming with? The
can
sword, the pat on back, the anointment. Hey, them really in a slumber. They really in a slumber.
That's right.
But, but it's really, hey, destruction, pestilence, hey. And you know what? It's such an illusion. Them think that them actually doing it, you know. Them feel, hey, yeah, we creating all these things, yeah. But we know it's the Lord. That we ought to take it joyfully, you know. We going through. And through, it ain't gonna be easy, but you know, you hold firm. Trusting in Abba Hashem, Hashem do really well to the best of your ability,
Fun.
you know.
if you look at it,
Yeah,
spirit, if you look how serious it is, them go actually be praying to the one who sent any plagues and asking him not to send the plagues. You understand?
yeah,
The point he's sending it for is to destroy them, and he then praying
exactly.
for them not to send it or to remove them. You understand? It's not going to happen.
Hmm. Right? Seriousness.
About precept here. Yesterday, second is just 16 verse 39. It say, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. You understand? Because like when they're talking about this plague here, even though it's looking like it's so bad, there's still what the scriptures refer to as the beginning of sorrows. You understand?
Can.
It didn't even start to turn up yet. This come like minor compared to the kind of plagues that will be coming out. Like I was reading watching something on YouTube. I don't know if I'll ever see it. It's called the most dangerous thing in the world. I think that way it's called it. Is an actual bio weapon. I think one drop of it in a water supply could kill everybody.
Hmm.
You understand? You saw how things like that put on. You understand? So that disease you see in there, that is that is a drop in the bucket compared to the kind of things that still have to come upon the earth
And
to,
yeah, the,
to kill
yeah, yeah,
people.
yeah, the idiot Israelites
Hmm.
who know they is Israelites, who proclaim the teaching the truth, pulling guns and say that, oh, they are to fight Esau. How?
God,
Serious.
How? How? And you teaching the truth? How?
I think that ISUPK, is that ISUPK
ISPUK,
Israel? IS,
I believe it's HOI,
What is Jira here, yeah?
you
Serious.
know?
yeah, man,
Yeah.
taking my hunting and going gun range and practicing to
Yeah.
shoot.
You
What is
understand?
Jira, right? And that the truth.
And them
Dude,
so
I
called
think
said
that
the truth.
Dodo had the truth.
My boy. That boy, I didn't want to say about that one, huh? So then what I was shy. So what was the purpose I was shy?
If this was my kingdom, my servants would fight it.
But them, you
Yeah.
see, that's the thing. They, everything is. You see, that is the difference. They do things for fame. You know, they do things for fame. That is the things that the black community want to see. They want to see someone, you know, like with guns and to go and fight this white man thing, but you can't. You can't. You can't fight them in this king and wait on the Lord.
Can.
They giving you like third degree weapons. AK, there are things greater than that.
Yeah.
As the brother said, like, and the things we know, it's like they're going to bio warfare. That is what
God,
people really using gases to kill you, things you can't see.
Hmm.
like
Come
that,
on,
then you can't
come
challenge
on,
them on that level.
So I have a precept here and we go end it off.
God.
Which second is just 16 you bring out that?
The second is just
Second verse
16
15,
verse 2.
16.
I did
No,
bring
no,
out
yeah, right.
I bring out
Oh,
1639.
16 to 9. All right. The one I gonna bring out is different. This is second Ezra 16, verse 5. It says, plagues are sent unto you, and that is Salat. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
God,
You understand? It says, may any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire that in the stubble when it had begun to burn?
God,
May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The
hmm.
mighty Lord send the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So the Lord sending the plagues,
God.
and you can't drive that away.
Can.
It's coming. Come on.
Like what second as well?
Second,
Um, second is
five.
just 16. Starting from verse 5, bro.
Mm.
Starting from verse 8. Right? So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
things, hey, greater diseases, greater plagues going to come. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, the nukes going to drop. Shit. And you know what? At the end of the day, it can't turn back that because that is the Lord's will. The
Can,
Lord
can.
sending it, can't turn it away. So you know that, we'll close it off.
Can.
If all the brothers have to say anything, I'll just say it.
No, you good.
Fight a good fight to the best of your ability. You know, you keep your focus and give up to just say about Hashem shy.
Right.
Do it as unto the Lord. You know,
Come.
to your best of your ability, do it unto your brother as unto the Lord. You know, the
Can.
brother that love, as harsh as it is, harsh love, tough love. The right thing is the right thing. As one of the brothers who was down here with us tell me, he say, despite we love them, and to correct them. The right thing is the right thing. And I think our brothers just would go off in the flesh here. So, despite what, do a poor my brother, no, they say a gift blind in the eye, don't take no bribe, Yes, say love your brother, but the right thing is the right thing, correct them. As
Can.
my little brothers always correct me, right? The right thing is the right thing. Don't hold back,
Come.
don't put no no. Something about to get the water passage or something like that. That is slang. The water passage. Yeah, that is it for me.
Uh, I
All
know
right.
get the goat no. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
All
But
right. So we
that
go
is the one.
clear it up.
That is one in Sirach. Give the water no passage. No a wicked woman to a liberty to guile abroad. That is the Sirach. Yeah, I know that one.
I told him
Yeah.
that last night. Yeah.
Um. So we close it off here.
Yeah.
All right. So I will say Brakata Yehovah,
Yeah, well,
Okay, what?
Brakata Yehoshai,
Bakateo
Bakate
Shai.
Oshai.
Brakata Yehovah,
Yeah,
Bakate
well,
Hawa.
Brakata Yehoshai,
Bakate
Bakateo Shai.
Oshai.
Brakata Yehovah,
Bakate
Yeah, well,
Hawa.
Brakata Yehoshai.
Bakate
Bakateo Shai.
Oshai.
All right. So Kalala Yehovah Hashem Yehoshai, Ba Hashem Rakakodash. Right. We see that balance. The apostles and elders are great millstone. Our teachers in the truth. Right. You
Can.
know our apostles, starting from Apostle Taha, all the apostles, all the elders, go straight down. We see our teachers in the truth. We say Shalom. To all the
Shalom.
brothers that
Shalom.
they pushing with the truth. To all the brothers also they pushing the truth, in all sincerity, day in and day out and in charity. We say Shalom, right?
Shalom.
So we say stay strong, because we see not here, the scripture say with our redemption joy 9,
Well,
right?
can.
So until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.